Hello, Monia, once again. We are recording actually.
Hello. Yes, I know. And you are
Are you
crocheting.
crocheting? Are you
And
crocheting?
you're like a Speedy Gonzalez crocheter.
Speedy Gonzalez crocheter. I'm not. I do. Actually, I'm not. I do not have the ability of fast crocheting. I crochet not very fast. Not very fast. There
So do
are
you want to tell
people.
me that there are people who do it even faster?
Absolutely,
Oh
absolutely.
my
I'm
goodness.
the slowest person ever.
No, 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 no. Please don't say that because that is going to be a misconception of what it is to be a person who
Okay,
can
okay,
crochet.
okay. Okay, so not to be discouraged person. Okay, I want to discourage you definitely, but definitely
Yes.
there are many people know to crochet definitely much faster, and with no looking at the project. Yeah, but okay, I like crocheting, and there's always the point is not the aim, the point is the process of crocheting. But of course, I like the project too, and as you know, it's the shawl
Oh
for
my
you.
goodness, it's
Yeah,
amazing.
I will show you. So it's actually a half of
Oh
your
my
shawl
gosh, oh
because
my
it's
gosh, Asha.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
wow, it's so nice.
So it's for you, as you know,
Oh wow,
and
and it's priceless. It's
yeah,
priceless,
absolutely
because
priceless,
hey,
absolutely
Asha,
priceless.
your working hour, your so-called man hour is 150. I can't afford it. Sorry, I can't
Okay,
afford to buy it.
Monia, I'm looking at you. I'm
Yes,
looking
I'm
at
looking at you too.
you with my eyes. So please do not say that. And as you can see, I'm
Yes,
crocheting during, for example, English learning. So I can
yeah,
crochet
you're
during,
multitasking.
for example, yeah, for example, I don't know, learning something else. So in
My
fact,
gosh.
I cannot. It cannot be so expensive as you think, because I do two, for example, of three things in one
So I
time.
have to divide the price into two or three, or
Yeah,
then I
definitely.
can afford it. Okay. But it's going to support me in my difficult times to come, you know? So it's
Yeah,
going
I
to
know,
be
but
my little friend.
the point is that I'm afraid that the yarn will not be
Yes.
okay for you, will
Oh
not
my
be
gosh.
appropriate for you, because
Why?
it's a little bit like with small meshek. It's
Very
like
soft yarn.
it's very soft yarn, but for example, for me, it's absolutely perfect. But I know that there are people who don't like this very specific touch of the yarn.
Ah.
And
Mm-hmm.
so maybe you will
Is
not
that
like
your excuse? Is that your excuse that now you don't want to give it to me in the end, actually, because it's so nice?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ta-da!
So
I'm sure it's gonna
actually,
be amazing.
I'm
Just
actually
please
finishing it.
continue.
I'm actually finishing it, or maybe not finishing, but I have. So I have two balls of yarn for your shawl and one ball of yarn for your daughter's shawl. So
Oh
they
my
will be
gosh.
absolutely the same. So the same pattern, the same, everything
Wow.
will be the same shape.
How do you
On
know that she wants the same? Because she's gonna be jealous, you know? You know everything about us.
No, I do not. I don't know everything about you. I hope I don't know everything about you, but
You
I think
do.
it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. But her show will be the smaller one,
Yes,
because
according to
no,
size,
the
of
big one
course.
is definitely too big for her.
Hmm.
But yeah, I hope you will like it. In case you don't,
I will
you
love it.
in case you okay,
I
okay.
already love it. I already love it. Looking at it from Poznan all the way to Skopje, you know?
Yes, of course. Of course. Of course. It's obvious. It's obvious. It's like breathing. It's something like, unquestionable. It's something
Yes,
that
of course.
and
Duh.
that's because I don't have to do it. I want to do it and I love to do it. And
Yes,
I
thank
enjoy doing
you.
it. Yeah, I
Very good.
enjoy
I'm
doing
very
it.
happy.
with no obligation, with no, that you have to do la 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 la. Not at all.
No.
Actually, I have a few more balls of yarn because I want to crochet some kind of slippers for my neighbor kids. So kids from my neighbors.
Aha. Oh my
Slippers or maybe
goodness.
not slippers. Takie kapcie,
Yeah,
takie między
yeah,
skarpetkami, a
slippers, slippers.
slippers,
Yeah,
slippers.
slippers. The ones which you demonstrated before, the green
Yeah, yes,
ones.
yes, yes, yes. So I want to crochet one pair of slipper for Hania. She painted
Uh-huh.
with her father in my flat, and
Yes.
one pair of slippers I want to crochet for Helenka.
Oh my
She
goodness.
actually has something like you, so she actually has a shawl, but very small because she's, I don't know, 1 year and a half, something
One
like
and a
that.
half. Sure.
Yeah, well,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and maybe for Yannick, but I want to ask Yannick if he wants this kind of slippers because I'm not sure.
Asha, you better, be careful because now you're going to be crocheting for the whole residential area where you live, It's
No,
like,
but my neighbors
next,
are so
next.
great. They are so
I
great.
know,
They're
I know.
so great, extremely great. If I can say they are, I don't know, they are perversively great,
Priceless.
you know.
They are priceless neighbors.
They are priceless, absolutely.
Yes.
Uh, um, I can say that I feel they're like not like at
Heaven,
home because I didn't
heaven,
feel good at
heaven.
home, so it's not like at home. I
No,
feel like, with friends, with good people, with nice people, with people who respect your boundaries, who respect your time, but who like you very much, and you feel like, like full, like a person fulfilled with good emotions, good.
super cool.
Yeah, absolutely super cool, absolutely super cool. And of course, if you on Sophia, if you want this kind of slippers,
No,
I would
no,
like.
no. We will wait for next year because you are fully booked with your crocheting now.
But
We
the
will
point is
we
that
will
making
place an order
small
next year, I
slipper,
promise.
it's like 1 hour long work, and I do it during drinking coffee, talking to Vladimir, talking to, for example, you now. So it's like, so the point is that painting, crocheting, sewing, embroidering, for me, it's like breathing. It's
Yes,
like,
amazing.
it's amazing. And yeah, and I actually discovered it a few months ago, and I've been still, like in a kind of love affair.
Trance. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a trance.
And yeah, and the love affair with crocheting, painting, embroidering, oh my goodness, cross stitching, designing web pages, and yeah, it's like a trance. Definitely, it's like a trance. And
It's like
if
a dream come true for you too.
absolutely, and if I am aware of the fact that I can do it with
Mm-hmm.
no bad things about me, that, oh, you cannot do, for example, two stuff at the same moment because it's not healthy for you, etc., etc. So you have to focus on crocheting, on painting, on learning, on teaching, on drinking coffee or eating. But I can just
Mm-hmm.
join all of them, so I can, because
Combine
actually
it, yeah.
doing something
Mm-hmm.
with my bare hands, for me,
Mm-hmm.
it's like breathing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like breathing, and I cannot do. And yeah, and if I can accept it, and if I can do it,
Mm-hmm.
okay, okay, I love it.
Cool.
I love it.
I'm
I
very
love it.
happy. Very happy for you. But do you have moments that sometimes, yeah, I think you do, because the system, I mean, in the sense of your body, sometimes there is a system overload, yeah? So sometimes
Absolutely.
you need to put it aside and just stare at the white
Yes.
wall or
Absolutely. I don't. I do not like the moment of staring at white wall because I do not feel safe. Then I do
I'm
prefer
just
staring.
looking at my white wall and,
Okay,
I'm kind of,
I have white walls too, as you can see, but
but
when it comes to
nowhere,
things,
nowhere.
yes, I sometimes, and not. It's not a very rare situation. It's actually very, very common,
Frequent.
but
Yes.
very frequent situation. that I
Yeah.
just want to steer back, for example, from the balcony to the whole town, to the whole city, because here in Skopje, because now actually I'm in Skopje on the 10th
Yes.
floor, so I can observe and watch the whole town city. It's the main city of the country, and I can
Yeah.
enjoy, looking at people. They are walking, looking at cars and buildings, but no white wall. I don't know why, but I do not. I like white walls, but
Yeah.
filled with
Paintings.
colorful paintings. Yeah,
Yes,
filled
of
with
course, of
colorful
course.
paintings. Definitely, definitely. Yeah, yeah. From time to time, and it's very often. I have just to. I just want to sit and do nothing. But the point is that if you can do it and you feel
Mm-hmm.
that your head is just open and free. For example, yesterday for me,
Yeah,
after
yeah.
two flights, because I like flying very much. I enjoy in flying because it means
Mm-hmm.
that when I was young,
Mm-hmm.
when I was when I was
No, you
studying.
say when I was younger, because now you're young. So now
Yeah,
you were
I was very young.
younger.
So when I was a young girl, I
Yes.
used to travel by train.
Uh-huh.
And it was a long, never-ending
Oh
trip,
my gosh. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Forever.
now I feel this huge happiness of flying because I know what does it mean when you have to travel by train.
Yeah, for many,
And
many
for
hours.
example, waiting in Budapest for 10 hours for the next train,
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh,
Torture.
torture, yeah. So now, yeah, I do respect planes and
And maybe appreciate them, let's say. And you're
absolutely,
grateful.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, and it's a pleasure for me. But after two flights,
Mm-hmm.
I do feel exhausted, but not because of the fact that I'm tired. Just my head is like a perplexed thing, I feel like up and down, up and down, up and down, and on and
Yeah, yeah.
on and on and on and on and on. But for example, yesterday, when I entered the flat and just sit on the couch and rest for maybe half an hour
Yeah.
in absolutely peace, just peace and quiet with no sounds, only people, dogs, and cars from outside.
Yeah.
And in one moment, I felt that it was okay, it was enough, and I went back to your show, definitely,
Oh
and I
my
was
gosh.
very yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm resting now. I'm resting actually now. I feel
Really?
so happy when I can
Okay.
do something with my bare hands. Yeah, but now, yeah, if it's okay for you, I want to go
Yes.
back to and return to our topic about wind clipping and wing cutting.
Wing clipping, sure.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because we actually started this topic, and I think this topic is extremely important, and that it's absolutely linked to any sort of abuse and any sort of violence.
Mm-hmm.
So both the physical and mental violence, because in fact, when you are the prisoner of somebody,
Mm-hmm.
you are in
Mm-hmm.
the prison of someone's mind. If you are in
Mm-hmm.
the prison of someone's expectations, in
Mm-hmm.
fact, you are not able to show your possibilities and to show your potential. In
Mm-hmm.
fact, your potential has been cut off.
Has been cut off. Yes, yes.
Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
now you are just, like you are just repeating. You are just repeating. I don't
Yeah,
know. For
repeating,
example,
repeating, repeating. Because
repeating. For
repetitive
example,
is an
okay, so
adjective. Yeah.
you are
Mm-hmm.
just repeating your, for example, cleaning the house, talking to your kids, talking to your partner,
Mm-hmm.
working. You are switching on, switching off your computer. You are doing all of the stuff you have to do every day, but in fact,
Mm-hmm.
you are stuck with your potential. So your potential is stuck. Your potential is cut off. Have been cut off. Your potential is blocked. And
Mm-hmm.
in fact you are not growing. You are not growing. You are not. I mean,
growing, Ashu, growing.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
Rasta. You are not growing. You are not growing.
Mm-hmm.
You are not
Mm-hmm.
growing. You are just stuck here. And you know, when I was traveling yesterday, I was thinking about,
Yes.
for example, if you have a kid and you are a young mom or an old mom, because sometimes we have a kid,
Yes.
when you are 50. Yeah, and this morning I was reading about Cameron Diaz.
Uh-huh.
She's actually 50 or 53, and he has a new child. I think a son.
Really?
Sure, yeah.
Really? Oh
Yes, yeah,
wow,
yeah.
okay.
I think so. That I think that I didn't mess it up, but I think Cameron Diaz, yeah. But
Okay.
no, yeah, that's my ADHD. So now I'm somewhere there. So when you are just a young mother, but it means that young, so your kid, your newborn baby is very small. In
Mm-hmm.
fact, it's very easy to be stuck because of our society and because of our culture. I will go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking about it yesterday. Even if you
Mm-hmm.
are a young mom and you have the small baby,
Mm-hmm.
according to my awful experience with giving birth and with the whole, period of being a
Pregnancy.
young mother,
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mm-hmm.
there is a huge possibility, and you can grow and you can do what you want. So you can, but the point is you have to have a good partner, absolutely. So but
I would say that that's crucial.
because of course sometimes you do not have a partner, but you have to have a good relationship with people,
Mm-hmm.
maybe with
Mm-hmm.
your mother, maybe with your father, maybe with your friend, male or
Mm-hmm.
female, maybe with your partner, maybe with your neighbor. But you have to have a good environment, healthy environment, untoxic
Yeah.
environment. And if you have this kind of environment, you can grow.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you are a young
Mm-hmm.
mother with a lot of responsibilities, duties, work,
Mm-hmm.
activities, worries, etc., even if you are exhausted, I think that if you are in a good relationship, even with your neighbors, you can
Mm-hmm.
feel the support, and you do feel the support. You do feel
Yes.
support. You can
Yes.
grow.
Mm-hmm.
But even if you have no duties, and even if you
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of money, even if you have a lot of opportunities for example, traveling, so seeing the whole world, doing what you want. It means that you can buy whatever you want. You can buy the
Mm-hmm.
most expensive stuff you can ever
Mm-hmm.
imagine, and you don't have to go
Mm-hmm.
to work. You can wake up when you want. You can get up when you want. You can eat what you want, even if you can do whatever you want. But in a toxic relationship, in a toxic environment, in a toxic place, you will
Mm-hmm.
never grow up. Never,
Mm-hmm.
ever. And it's so, so extremely sad.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so difficult to realize. It's so difficult to
Mm-hmm.
realize because if you realize that you are actually stuck in a toxic environment, it means that you have to, or you don't have to, but it means that you are aware of the fact that if you want to grow, if you want to show your potential, if you want to
Mm-hmm.
uh, mm, um, reach your,
Develop or
yeah,
mm-hmm.
and do something with your possibilities, you have to change
Mm-hmm.
something.
Mm-hmm.
And changing means that you have to do something with the environment. So you have to talk to your partner, or not only talk, because I suppose if you are stuck in an unhealthy environment,
Yeah.
you had been actually talking to your partner for 1,055,000 times, so and now if now you feel stuck, it means that there had been a long period of trying to fix it, to do something with it. And now you can, of course, stay. And the question, should I stay or should I go? It's a good question, but it's a
But you
painful
are
question.
referring to someone's book, or are you referring to Beatles?
No, I have just, yeah, no. It's Dr. Ramani book. No, Dr. Ramani
Yes.
book. Yeah, should I say, should I
Yeah,
go?
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
she had a
aware.
book like that, yeah.
Okay, so I'm aware of the book entitled "It's Not You." It's not you.
No, I think I saw when we were doing
Oh,
the
maybe,
research.
maybe.
Yeah, there was one which was called "Should I Stay or Should I Go?"
Okay, so maybe I hear that, during her lectures, and now I'm
Maybe.
just absolutely, absolutely. But I have actually now in my head I have this book. Uh, it's not you. It's not you. It's not
Okay,
you.
okay, okay.
Yeah, and so
The one that she was talking about in the video, the recent ones, yeah?
yes, yes. So and the question, should I stay or should I go? I recognize this question and I feel this question. It's a very difficult. No, no,
Yeah.
no. The question is not difficult, but it's
No.
a very scary question. Taka jest
Scary, scary.
scary, because if you ask yourself, should I stay or should I go? It means that you feel that you should go. Or even if you do not feel that you should go, but you have this kind of suspicion
Yeah.
that
That
maybe,
something is not right, yeah.
yeah, that something that is not good, that something is not right, and that maybe. So if you ask yourself, should I stay or should I go? It means that you have actually
Given.
given you the
Yeah.
permission of answering, even if it's only 1% of permission, but permission of answering, yes, I should go. And it's a very scary thing. It's a very scary thing. But the moment when you ask yourself, should I stay or should I go, is a very important moment. Is the absolutely crucial moment. Is the moment when you are actually starting with the whole process of recovering, and you can stop it or you can go forward. It depends on you. Or maybe if even if you decide, and now I'm talking about one, it's actually the last speech of Dr. Ramani. I didn't send it to you. I heard it, I listened to the speech yesterday when she said, when she was talking about not going. So staying in the, for example, toxic, abusive, and narcissistic, filled with violence relationship. So staying physically, staying, being here because of some culture issues, family issues, feel of guilt, your emotions, your religion, your beliefs. It's on you. It depends on you have your reasons. She said you have your reasons,
But
and
sometimes they're
you know,
subconscious, yeah?
yeah, and you know why you are staying here. But the point is, if you decide to stay, it's absolutely needed to stay in a conscious way.
Okay.
So I'm staying here, but with the absolutely conscious that I know he or she or maybe they, because it could be the whole family who is
Yeah, of
abusing
course.
you,
Yeah.
who actually abuses you day by day, the whole family. For example, your partner and your kids, or maybe your partner, your mother, your grandmother, your kids, etc. But so if you decided to stay, she said, please stay with the whole conscious that You are there because you want to stay here, and you are 100% sure they will not
Mm-hmm.
change.
They
They
will not
will
change.
not change.
Okay.
Please do not believe they will change, because they will not.
Mm-mm.
They will not.
Nope.
And if you decided to stay, stay. And now, she has the kind of it's a kind of exercise, mental exercise, how to, in
Mm-hmm.
fact, it's a kind of dissociating, how to dissociate from this situation, and to feel safe in your thoughts, in your mind, in your
Mm-hmm.
head, even if it's just like 5 minutes, even if it's just like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Stay in your head when they are talking, for example, that you do not deserve to do it, or what did you say, actually, you are going to, I don't know, open your business. Who the hell are you that you are thinking you are able to to run, for example, your new business? You will paint. You Do you think,
Out of
are you
all
ready for
people.
your painting on the wall? Do you think I am going to destroy the whole conception on my flat
Oh
with
my
your fucking
gosh.
paintings? There are so many people, Monia. There are so many people who are so violent, even if they're just talking. And she said,
Mhm,
you decided to stay. Stay. That's your reason.
mhm,
You have your rights and you have your reasons for staying. But she said, but please, please find a space for you in your head. Create a
mhm,
space in your head when you are with your thoughts, and you deserve it, and you are a good person, and you have all possibilities you feel you have, even if he or she says you do not deserve it. And she is giving a
mhm.
great example. And actually, when I was listening to it yesterday
Yes.
on the plane, she was talking
Mhm.
about a workplace, even
Okay.
not about a family, etc. But she was talking about a workplace, because she was talking
Mhm.
about, she didn't use the word wing clipping, but she was
Okay.
talking about being in a toxic relationship, uh,
Mhm.
but not as a child, but as
Okay.
an adult person. So, for example, even if you had a great childhood and great parents, but according to some issues, to some circumstances, maybe financial circumstances, maybe you live, actually, you are in a, for example, country, or in this very specific moment in time when you have to actually beg for a work, because there is no workplaces here, because you have to stay here
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
your kids are hungry, and you have to do this work even if your boss is fucking narcissistic, and even if your boss treats you as a slave, as you are as you were a slave, but that
Mhm.
you have to stay here, for example,
Okay.
for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, because you have to
Mhm.
give your kids food, you will have to feed yourself, etc., etc. And
Yeah.
he
Tricky,
and
yeah.
she was talking about, yeah, so you have to stay here at this work, and for example, your boss, but please be aware of the fact that, for example, your boss, who is a very toxic who is a toxic person, he or
Mhm.
she will not give you the permission of leaving, because if you are good
Mhm.
at the job, if you can good do your job, she will not give you the permission, because she's growing, or he is growing, because of the fact that she or he has the supply in you. You are
Support.
supplying him. You
Supply
you
it.
are
Okay.
Yeah, you are like, the radio has to have the electricity, or not electricity. For example, now we have to have the electricity
Yeah,
for
I got
our,
it. I got it.
for the
Like
internet.
one is dependent or codependent on the other. Yeah.
Codependent, yeah. The point
Mm-hmm.
is that the toxic person needs you more, and definitely more than you need him or her.
Of course.
You
Of course.
actually don't need him. You do
Uh-huh.
not need them.
Uh-huh.
Or fact, you need sometimes, if you, for example, are in a bad financial situation, or in other circumstances, very bad circumstances, damaging circumstances. But the
Yeah.
point is that the toxic person is damnly weaker than you. He or she is weaker. He or she is more afraid. He or she depends on you because
Uh-huh.
he or she is a parasite. If you
Parasite.
are
Yeah.
not here, he or she has to find someone,
Yeah.
because the parasite needs the supply to
Yeah.
survive, and you are the supply
Mm-hmm.
one. And the point is, we have to understand it. It's highly difficult, it's highly tricky, and it takes a long period of time to understand it, especially when you were growing up in a toxic family, when your family needed you for their supply. So if your family was using you as, for example, a scapegoat, if your family was
Mm-hmm.
using you for the supply, as the supply, now it's damnly
Mm-hmm.
difficult for you. But if you are growing up in a good family, in a safe, good,
Mm-hmm.
for me, good means safe,
Okay.
and safe means your wings were not cut off, your wings were not, how can I say it, were not clipping. It
Clipped.
means
Yeah.
that
Clipped.
you could
Mm-hmm.
show your potential
Mm-hmm.
with no gaslighting. Safe
Mm-hmm.
means no gaslighting.
Mm-hmm.
If you had an idea, they try to give you the opportunity of make the of the real of show you how to realize your idea. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and if your family was safe, with no gaslighting, with support, etc., it means that it's very probable that during the talk, that if you have the narcissistic boss, for example, he or she, you will be aware of the
Mm-hmm.
fact that there is something wrong, there is something improper there,
Yeah.
and it will be easier for you to cross the border and to do something for you. But your childhood was a path of suffering.
Okay.
And suffering means for me not only beating, not only, violence, the very specific physical violence, but if your childhood was a path of wing keeping, and a path of gaslighting, and a path of turning off your light, it means that you are addicted to gaslighting, addicted of your light, and you are in a case both addicted and the word in English, that you
Yeah.
that you do not even think that you deserve to do
Mm-hmm.
something you want to do, even if you when you see colors, you feel like an, oh my goodness, so beautiful colors, I love them so much, I want to enter, for example, this painting, but you you cannot do it because you know that if you take, for example, this painting and you bring this painting home, you will be gaslighted. So what's this? It's awful. It's not okay for us. It's not proper for our flat. You think it's beautiful. If you think it is that it is beautiful, it means that you are more stupid than I thought about you. I
Oh
was
my
thinking
goodness.
about you. I heard it for so many times, from my partners, from my friends, from my colleagues, that I'm actually addicted, that I was actually addicted to all of this, words, phrases, etc. And I know that there are many people in the world, they are addicted to all of these words, and they are just, like, yes, I know, yes, I know, I do not deserve it, I do not deserve it, I do not deserve it. And yeah, now please ask me about something because I actually lost the point.
Okay. Well, I also maybe just wanted to add, because you were talking about the swing clipping, and yesterday I like listening to Jordan Peterson. He's like also a Canadian psychologist, and he was
Yeah.
talking, he didn't use the term wing clipping, but he
Okay.
also, it was like a live talk show, and like people from the audience were asking him questions. And I don't remember the exact question. However, he was talking about marriage, and he
Okay.
was talking about relationships where, let's say, the man is good looking and the woman is good looking too, but the man is kind of jealous about the woman. So he should not wing clip her. So, in the sense, if she is a good looking woman and she dresses in a nice way, which makes this man jealous, he should not tell her that she looks terrible or disgusting, or she should not wear clothes like that because they are inappropriate. So if he does that obviously 50 times in a row, and he also is disrespectful with regard to that, just because of the fact that he's jealous, well, then he is going to create a person who is not worthy, has a
Absolutely.
very low self-confidence in the
Absolutely.
end. So yeah, he
Absolutely.
was kind of warning about that. So it's also connected to marriages and jealousy. Yeah, like
Yeah,
in the sense
absolutely.
that somebody can be somebody can be brought up and grow up in a family which is not toxic, which is safe. But then, as you said, right, they get into a toxic marriage where the man is just jealous and he is disrespectful and kind of
Yeah,
wing clipping his wife. Yeah.
absolutely. And not only men, I have a maybe, okay, I will use this word. So great example, but the example is not great. This example is, like, but yeah, it's a very proper example for your thoughts. I had
Yes.
a different example of a marriage
Yeah.
when a man is extremely gifted.
Uh-huh.
Where he is extremely gifted, he is an artist,
Mm-hmm.
but his wife is
Mm-hmm.
extremely jealous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Even
because you
if
can have
he's
it
not
both
so
ways,
good
right?
looking,
Yeah.
he's just a normal man. I like him. He's a very nice person, but he's extremely sensitive,
Uh-huh.
extremely gifted. He's art. He's, I can say, born artist. He's absolutely artist, but she is a narcissistic person,
Uh-huh.
extremely insecure in herself, insecure, and she needs a supply. And actually, she needs the process of wing clipping of him to survive and to grow. And actually, he is an extremely gifted person with no support from her, dying. He's like a plant with no water. He's dying. He, she actually, she has been giving him for 25 years only this very specific amount of water he needs to survive, not to die,
Terrible. Terrible.
and no more. No, even one drop of water more. No, because she's extremely jealous, extremely. And she has been wing leaping of him for 25 years.
Mm.
And yeah, I can just observe it. I can just look at it. I can just, if he asks me something, I can just say, my opinion, you are aware of my opinion. Take your stuff and go away. one day he decided to do his stuff, to take his stuff, yeah, to take his stuff, and now actually he's living in a different flat, but she's still here. She's still here. She's still in a constant contact with him. She's still killing him because but because if she doesn't have him, she's dying. With no electricity, there is no light. No, there is light with no electricity, but you have to find the candle. You have to find the way of switching on the light. You have to know how to make the fire. So it means that you have to go through the whole process of healing, and it's a very long process. But the narcissistic toxic person is so deeply harmed and injured.
Yeah, of course.
Is not able to do it. Unfortunately, but that's the truth. And yeah, if you decided to stay here, as Dr. Ramani said, if you decided to stay, stay. It's your reason. It's your decision, but please be aware of the fact and be conscious that she will not change. She will not change. Never. Not possible. Monia, finish.
Really? No, we don't. No.
Yeah.
No, because we started later because of my technical issues.
But don't you have any for classes today?
No, we can continue. We can finish at past.
Okay.
So we still have time.
Okay, so maybe at the end of our conversation, let's talk about something,
pleasant,
less tricky and less tricky and less difficult.
Nice. Yeah, I just like I just have like a comment, like when you talk about these things, let's say on one hand they're obvious, but on the other hand, gosh, it's like if you don't come across a person who will open your eyes at some point, or you don't look for help, but sometimes as you said, sometimes your resources are even limited and you cannot look for help because obviously looking for help, okay, we have YouTube, right, and all of these things, but that's still, I don't think you can replace that with a one-on-one consultation with a specialist, right? Because it's like, of course, self-education is important and awareness is, of course, important as well. But if you are not fortunate enough, let's say, to have that person who will guide you and indicate, hey, listen, you have to do something because that situation that you are in is not good for you and it's killing you and you're dying. Yeah, that's like, you have to be fortunate and lucky.
Absolutely, Monica. You are aware of the fact, even if you try to find help. That's the reason I decided to put in this short video about toxic people.
Which you will disclose very soon.
Yeah, I mean today with our conversation. So I will put it together.
Okay.
I mean, I will separate them, but I will.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Even if you want to find a help, even if you are actually searching a help, looking for a help, you are aware of the fact that you can find that on the internet you can find both good stuff and bad stuff.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
And it's very tricky because, for example, you can find something. You are listening, for example, to somebody, for example, Dr. Ramani, for example, just as an example, and then your, for example, partner will tell you, "Oh, she's so stupid. Oh, what she's thinking, blah 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 blah," and now it's always a kind of dissonance. And the cognitive, I can say, I don't know, people are experienced that
Yeah, what should I do? Should I stay or should I go now?
Yes, as Dr. Ramani said, should I stay or should I go? Definitely,
Yeah,
absolutely, 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 yes. Absolutely,
completely.
yes. And that's the reason, and that's one more reason why I like her speeches too, because
Yeah.
she in fact constructed, formed a kind of community. And people there, just a second, Wladko, otworite molam i mam czas. I don't know if she has a key. We will see. Okay.
Okay, but open the door.
No, because I'm sitting on the armchair and it's very difficult. I have a lot of stuff here, you know.
Oopsie.
But I think I have to do it because he has no key. I suppose so.
Go, go, go and save him.
But it's very difficult now. Okay, I have to do it. Just a second, please.
No problem, no problem.
I have to do it. I have to do it.
He could also not hear you properly, you know.
Okay, I have a class. I have. Oh, say hello, Vladko.
Hi.
Say hello. Yes, we have 15 minutes because Monica was very, very late.
Yeah, not terribly late. 10 minutes.
Terribly late. Just a second. What we're talking about? I've just forgotten.
What were we talking about? Yeah, we were talking about should I stay or should I go to the
You know,
people?
in fact, she formed a kind of huge community. A huge community.
It's a few thousand, yeah, people, yeah.
Yeah, and on the platform, you know, people are exchanging their experiences. And the point is, and I think it's highly important, because there people can read other people's experiences. So not only her ways, you know, of talking, etc., but you can read real experiences, and you can exchange your experience, and in fact, you can be in a contact with all of these people. So not only the scientists, not only the therapists, not only the, I can say, the doctor, but he or she, as your neighbor, as a person from, I don't know, from, for example, China or from United States, I have the same experience, and I did it, I managed it. And I think that when you are exchanging your experience with other people, and when you are reading their experience, there at this moment it's more probable that you will believe them.
Yes, of course.
Because if you find she actually has a kind of 1 million and half subscribers. So if you read about 1.5 million experiences, which are exactly the same as your experience, the same. So you are actually experiencing the same stuff. So it's not possible that your partner who said, "Oh, that's not true. You are oversensitive. Don't be so oversensitive. Please don't do. Please, oh, you think you are gifted? You are not able to, for example, draw a dead sheep. So you are not gifted for sure. Oh, it's not true. Blah 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 blah. You shouldn't be so fragile. You are too fragile. Now you want to go to university? What for? What for? What the hell you think are you? Etc. But if you read 1 million examples of saying something like that, and you are aware, and then you are aware that your partner is not right, and that he or she is actually trying to overwhelm you, and that he or she is trying to convince you to be her or his supply and source of energy. But if you are his or her source of energy, it means that in fact he or she is I can say repeat you, stitch by stitch, row by row. They are cutting off your energy, your time, your pleasure, your happiness, your feel of safe or being safe, your inner peace, everything.
Freedom.
And one day you just wake up naked, just naked, and with no secure, healthy people, you will just die. Just die, because you can die for I don't know 50 times. You can die only once, and that's all. That's all.
Yep. One chance. Yeah.
Thank you,
And you have
Monia.
to for the
Thank you.
recovery. Yes.
Thank you very much, Monia. I'm waiting for the bill. If you don't
Yes.
send me the bill, I
Yes.
will do, I don't know what, but I will do something.
Crochet too much, okay? Because now it's time for coffee and cake, I assume.
Okay, okay. So I wait for your bill, and Monia,
Okay.
so see you on Thursday, yeah?
Of course. I'll be ready.
Ready,
Bye.
steady. Bye
Stay.
bye. Bye bye. Have a nice day.